Good evening, viewers. Good evening, friends. It is with a very sad heart that I announce the demise of one of the most voracious speakers, that is, Canada based Pakistani origin author and activist Tariq Fatah. I'm sure all of you remember him, the man with a smile, and he was called the Lion of Punjab, son of Hindustan, lover of Canada, speaker of truth, fighter for justice, voice of the downtrodden, underdogs, and the oppressed. In fact, we did an interview with him, and he was so, forthright in his interview that in our journey as journalists, very rarely do we find such people. So Tariq Fatah was 73 and was suffering from a prolonged illness. Now, this writer was known for his progressive views on Islam and terror, and his daughter Natasha Fatah wrote, Lion of Punjab, son of Hindustan, lover of Canada, speaker of truth, fighter for justice, voice of the downtrodden, underdogs, and the oppressed. You can imagine, I mean, it is such a loss for the family as well as the nation. This Canada based writer was known for his progressive views. Known for his fiery stand on Pakistan, Tariq Fatah had often expressed his support to the BJP led NDA government at the center. He was born in Pakistan in 1949 and later migrated to Canada in the early 1980s. So let's just look at some pictures of it. So these are some of his old pictures. He was born in Pakistan in 1949 and later migrated to Canada in the early 1980s. He worked as a political activist, journalist, and television host in Canada. He has written some books, several books, including Chasing a Mirage, The Tragic Illusion of an Islamic State, The Jew is Not My Enemy, Unveiling the Myths that Fuel Muslim Anti Semitism. For me, I would always say that he was more an Indian who was born in Pakistan, a rare Pakistani and a Muslim who confronted fake Indian nationalists and leaders in Pakistan on their true identity and misinterpretation of their, religion. See here, you will see images of him with his family, always smiling, always cheerful. One of his later photos. So we pay tribute to this great man, and it is with a very sad heart because he used to communicate with us regularly. And this is something, when you lose such people, somehow you feel, a sort of a part of an era is over. So I really feel sad for him, and let's just spend a few seconds, you know, thinking of him. Thank you. Meanwhile, let me just welcome all of you. Welcome, Tara, the whole of Bollywood, Raggywood, and Udav, and his son Aditya Thackeray. The Kabal, Karma, where are you? Says Gloria. Tara, how can these people live with themselves? They're cold hearted. God will give the final judgment. Maya, Karma never misses a target, and you take care of it all by one and have full faith in the divine leader. Welcome, Pansy. Welcome, Vidya. I'll miss yes. His whole heart of uh, laughter, of the laughter. Welcome, Ranjita. Om Shanti. Welcome, Ranjita. Hari Om, Lakshmi. May his soul rest in peace. Vidya. Today we could rename Aurangzeb Mark as Abdul Kalam Mark. Thank you, Martin. He was a genuine person, says Nirbala. Welcome, Mishali. Yes. Welcome, Bardhan. Yes. our tributes to him. Welcome, Chitra. What is the difference between Tariq Fateh and Barakadat? Tariq is an Indian born in Pakistan, and Barka is a Pakistan born in India. See, here also I wouldn't totally agree on this with you because Barka, if you give her money, she will switch any side. That's the sort. At least it's not that she's even true to Pakistan, is what I mean. Very sad to hear this news. May his soul rest in peace. Yes, Om Shanti. Yes. Moving on to the next piece of news. Let me just add this. Yes. Now we are talking about Jia Khan case, the Jia Khan case. I just saw this, this caption by Indian Express. In this, very clearly, Indian Express, without a doubt, let me tell you this: the case is still being heard. I don't know how this Indian Express came to an assumption that this is a suicide. Okay, so in this caption it says Khan had died by suicide at her Juhu beach on June 3, 2013. The trial in the case began in 2019. Pancholi is facing the charge under Section 306, abetment of suicide of the Indian Penal Code. Now, the judgment is likely to be heard on Jia Khan case on April 28th. It's a very, very sad thing that, because this case has been delayed for so long. And see, when asked about her sister's statement that Khan and he had a good relationship in the beginning, Jia and Pancholi said, "My relationship with Nafisa was good throughout." Nearly 10 years after Jia was found dead in her home in Juhu, a special court is going to give its judgment on April 20th in the case filed against her then boyfriend, actor Suraj Pancholi, on charges of abetting her suicide. Now, the special judge, A.S. Said, on Thursday heard arguments on pending applications and posted the case for judgment on April 28th. The court rejected the plea filed on behalf of Khan's mother, Rabia, seeking recall of two witnesses, stating that she does not have the authority to make such a plea as an intervener, as the CBI has already declared the evidence closed. The court also rejected a plea by Pancholi seeking certain documents mentioned in the forensic report. Friends, you all know this case. We've covered it extensively in our session, with the victim's mother speaking to us. For Rabia Khan, it has been over 9 years, and despite the CBI reopening the case, nothing has moved from there. Before we start the discussions, I would like to read out an open letter that she had written to PMO. And before that, I'd also like to say this from all our hearts. I mean, all of us know that this was a clear case of murder. To a mother like Rabia Khan, who's fought like a warrior, who knows that her daughter was murdered, who knows much proof has been destroyed in the space between, yet she fights for her daughter. May every truth-seeking citizen, I appeal to all of you viewers, stand with her and her family. There is no doubt in this case what has happened to the daughter. We all know, and Rabia Khan has explained it time and again, that Jia Khan was not a coward to have committed suicide. She was planning to start a life anew in Europe. This was a pre planned murder, according to all of us, to eliminate the actress. On what grounds is something that they need to tell us. Our only request to everybody is to pray for her. May Lord Shiva guide the judge to give the right judgment and not talk on behalf of people who have the power, the money, and the sources to cover a case and say that it is merely a suicide. Now, let me just go to her letter. Before that, let me just take you to some of the pictures. That's Rabia Khan, her daughter, and Suraj Pancholi, son of Aditya Pancholi and Zarina Wahab. Okay. Now, Rabia Khan has written, "Dear Honorable Prime Minister," this was a letter she had sent some time back. "Many a times I've tried reaching to you through my open letters, pleading to hear my grievances regarding my daughter Jia Khan, whose life was taken away. The suspect and accused is her boyfriend, an actor in Bollywood. The accused family are famous for their criminal and notorious behavior, but the Maharashtra police are okay with it because they are under the influencing power of high rank officers, politicians, and Bollywood icons who use their political status, position status, and influence on officers to stop investigating the case. We are here to raise our voice against injustice being done by delaying tactics of Mumbai courts to deny justice to those victims and their families who are fighting and want closure to the untimely death of Jia Khan, Sushant Singh, and the Shah who were killed in Bollywood. There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest. Bollywood mafia is contaminating the industry with drugs and killing innocents, and the police is incapable of taking action against them because of underworld pressure to protect and harbor the criminals involved in these killings. As a mother of Jia Khan, my path to restoration is paved by bringing justice to her and to give peace to her soul. All her friends, fans are standing in solidarity to fight for these innocent souls who have yet so much to offer to the world. They had bright future plans and a desire to live. Fighting for justice is the only healing power of our grief. Imagine what we victims' families have to go through each day, trying to keep calm and run our day to day life with heaviness on our hearts. And on the other side, persistently keep on fighting for justice, which is not monetarily cheap. We feel cheated by the people, by the police, and investigating agencies who are not doing their duty. Such injustice, in fact, there is injustice everywhere. This must stop. Criminals should not be glorified and given such protection. What's happening currently in India is observed by the world. The entire nation is roaring for justice for other innocents killed in Bollywood by those protected by the power of the underworld. We fear for our children traveling to India. What if this happens to those very officers' children who are today harboring the criminals? To grant justice to these souls is your call. It is a heartbreaking task to see how corruption is encouraged in denying and delaying justice by not producing evidences in the court and deliberately not collecting all evidence for truth to surface. In Jia Khan's case, the forensic experts' reports claimed it is a staged homicide. CBI in Mumbai has deliberately not collected evidence and tried hard to cover the truth under Maharashtra political powers of the government. This is treated similarly how they treated Sushant Singh and other Bollywood victims' case. It's painful to see such injustice done by CBI, who is refusing to fully investigate, interrogate, and arrest the suspects for reasons they know better. CBI is competent like FBI or Scotland Yard. They have every skill and experience and an investigative mind in criminology to dig the facts out and reveal the truth. Their failing to do their duty speaks about their reluctance of not doing their job with an excuse of lacking funds from central government. I pray to you to hear my cry and with firmness instruct the CBI agency to approach higher courts to gather evidence from Maharashtra office, police, and stop protecting the criminals who ruthlessly killed our innocent child. Besides you, there is no one on earth who we can cry to. You are the ruler, the leader of the nation, India, and you have the ultimate say. It's your words that matter. Warm regards, Rabia, mother of Jia Khan. Now, here, what I'd like to say is that, see, this was a letter written some years back when we were all protesting for Jia Khan, Sushant Singh, and for Disha Salia. Look at the words. Look at how a mother has been suffering for so many years, and not one person who needs to make the decision has even bothered to hear her voice. Do you think any mother can, rest easy after what happened to her daughter? This is one case, many more. Such deaths continue in Bollywood. So, friends, now that the case is coming for hearing, let us just pray that the judges, are judicial in their case and decide properly without fearing power of the gun, power of money, power of other such things. Let us pray that justice is given, fair and sound. Let us all pray for her on April 28th, friends. This is my request to all of you. One of the Twitterati says, Lumi Modgil says, I support warrior Rabia Khan. She has fought with all that she has. What a spirit. No amount of money could make her take her down. No amount of intimidation by likes of Mahesh Bhatt or Salman Khan could take her down. I feel so bad thinking that she has gone through. Another person writes, even after Jia's murder, still Bollywood killing talented actors will go on and on. How this bully weed is so protected. So, friends, everybody feels for this mother and her family. So, let us pray that we get a fair trial. Moving on to another subject, which is also even equally troubling, is the case of Disha Salian's ex boyfriend. We're talking about Rohan Rai. Injustice continues. The Deputy Chief Minister Fernandez had promised an SIT probe into Disha's murder. Now, her ex boyfriend, Rohan Rai, is celebrating his life by getting married to his latest girlfriend, Sheen Das, in Srinagar. These are some of the pictures of the couple together. This is the man who shamelessly cried in front of his Disha's parents, saying that we should not interfere in Disha's case and we should let it die. Why, Rohan? We would like to ask you that question. Very simple. You were there at the party when this happened to Disha Salia. You were there at the producer's party where something provoked her and she came to you and she got upset. After that, the only news that we got was that she was murdered and allegedly raped before that. You went all over, after that, reports came that say the watchman saw you come in a car and take the body, the naked body that was there, lying on the street outside your building. And you came in a red car and took the body and you went somewhere. That was the watchman, and the watchman also suddenly disappeared. And he was replaced by another watchman. Where did you disappear? Why did the postmortem happen after a few days? And why did the postmortem initially say that there were sexual injury marks on her private parts, which was then later rubbed away? And why would Fernandez want to have this case undergo a SIT when it is clearly linked to Sushant Singh's murder? So it should be a CBI case. So here, after this long, missing that he did, he went somewhere and he hid somewhere. We did not know where he went. And then he suddenly comes back and he gets all the ads and he still gets these television series. So who are these people who are behind him and helping him? Obviously, here that was a party by a producer in whose television series he is acting. So are these the rewards that he got for something? And why did he cry in front of Disha Salian's parents, saying that, see, public should not interfere in what happened, in Disha's case, and try to, change the incident that happened? You said that you looked everywhere, including the cupboard. Do you think your girlfriend was so crazy that she would have hidden in the cupboard? And do you think that because of the drinks she had hidden in the cupboard? And then you look everywhere, and then you open the window, and you see her lying there, somewhere so far away that even if she jumped, she couldn't have landed there. So, amount of lies that you have, you know, given to the public. And now you go for this cozy little wedding with this lady who you were wooing even before Disha came into your life. So you had two girlfriends apparently. Is that the case? Let us see. Disha Salian's ex-boyfriend Rohan Rai got married to TV actress Sheen Das in Srinagar. The actress rose to fame with a role in the TV show Pia Alvela. The wedding took place in the presence of the couple's close friends and family. 2 years after Disha Salian's death, her ex-boyfriend Rohan Rai found love again and tied the knot. The photos of their wedding are going viral on internet. Sheen Das also took to Instagram to give a glimpse into her wedding. Rohan and Sheen tied the knot on April 22 in the backdrop of the Kashmir valleys. Sharing the photo, she said, "In all the world, there is no heart for me like yours. In all the world, there's no love for you like mine." Earlier, talking about the wedding, Rohan told E Times, Sheen's family gets quite emotional whenever they talk about Kashmir, so we wanted to build some beautiful memories there. The wedding will be a 2 day intimate affair. Besides our families, a very few close industry friends have been invited. Rohan and Sheen worked in the 2018 show Pia Albela and later reconnected after Desha's death. Now, see, all this is PR talk. Okay, reconnected. She was there always in his life. This man is a two-timer. It shows that he has absolutely no values for anything, no sincerity, and most probably he's a gold digger as well. This is the kind of person that we, assume he is because of all that we have seen. So this is absolutely upsetting for people who've been following the case. So let me just take a few comments. Young girls today, they don't even go for a background check as to whom they're getting married to. So much in a hurry. Rohan has been advised to move on. There's a move on movement in Hollywood to hush and hurt justice for SSR and the Shah movement. Everybody says Ekta Kapoor is very stingy in paying salaries. I wonder where they get the money from. Yes, absolutely shameless. First, that Pitani gets off time from jail to get married, and now this Rohan. One day, Priya comes up with her marriage soon. The only reason they're going about in their life is because they know all the evidences are destroyed. Yes, Vishali, it all started from the party at Ekta's house where Disha was there. She's definitely involved and knows everything. But who knows? The girl he got married to, maybe her parents are paise wale. Why should this girl marry such a spineless person? Isn't she scared? Nirmala, that's the question any girl would ask. Morning, Zoya. Rabia ji will get justice. The divine will never fail her. And all of us, hats off to her bravery, her consistency, and never giving up attitude. Praying for you, Auntie. He was a TV actor, a failed one, but and that's why you never heard. Unfortunately, a marriage made with lies and wrong money paid for silence and will not yield any happiness. That's the law of karma. Har Har Mahadev. I guess this Rohan packed all Disha's money. No wonder he's having a lavish wedding. Why can't they just check Rohan Rai's bank account? They should understand the source of money. Who is this girl who marries such a spineless person? Kamini. Justice for Jia Khan, Disha Sanian, Sushant Singh Rajput. There's a massive effort to disempower us. The supporters of SSR Disha's Jia by showing us that nothing will come out of our efforts. Don't be discouraged or disheartened. Yes. Barkha is a very shady character. She was on Ria team interviewing Ria's doctor on some psychiatric. Once upon a time, Barkha was the kingmaker and now she's a mere pawn. It is her own karma, says Vishali. And what is this with these people who are working for SSR getting married lavishly? How and where did they suddenly get so much money to host such a lavish wedding? I cannot fathom. One way of keeping their mouths shut, Vardhan, money instilling fear in them. Somehow I feel this revelation will set the justice notes for the Shah and Sushant. May the Lord of Justice prevail good sense in them. The most outrageous incident was when Veer Sanghvi and Barkha were trying to lobby and control the government 3G business as if they controlled the government. I was shocked then. Savitri, maybe next 2024 we can expect something. Mahesh Bhatt should also be tried for abetting suicide. Jia, like SSR was Jia, fell for a notorious partner. Hopefully, justice will be served. Let us keep our hopes alive. It means if you're an insider, then Mumbai definitely assassinates you. Ria and the Suraj Pancholi guy will never make it. Criminals they are, and besides that, they are no star material from any such angle. Mahesh Bhatt is involved in all the cases. Whoever denies they were all either killed or some accident happened. Anu Agarwal, Parveen Babi, and many others. I watched SSR's interview on YouTube. What a genius he was. So honest and sincere in every word he said. Every time I watch his videos, I think we've lost a great visionary and human forever. Welcome, Geet Sunita. They are not true to anyone. If they love deeply, they will fight for Disha, a relationship for convenience, no honesty. Rohan has been advised to move on. Absolutely. Yes. Let us move on to the next piece of news. Actor producer Sunil Shetty has shared his strong opinions regarding social media trolling. While featuring on the Ranveer show, Sunil shared his thought about social media has invaded the privacy of celebrities and how it has destroyed lives. Today's time of social media, there is no privacy and it destroys your life. Sunil further explained how one sentence of a celebrity is edited in 15 different ways and showcased in 15 different ways. If social media destroyed our lives, it has made it impossible. I'm scared to talk, he said. Sunil also revealed that many celebrities and influencers are forced to be diplomatic. According to the actor, they're living in fear of being hammered or trolled for something they have not done. Calling himself an old school, Sunil revealed that he does not get hurt when his close ones are abused. He does get hurt when his close ones are abused. People are abusing me, my family, calling my daughter a B dash dash H, calling my mother for what? It hurts. Sunil also added that despite all the hate, he would not be quiet. I'm a Shetty boy. I would not never keep quiet. Today they say he's using his strength to do this, and not realizing how much the other individual has probably damaged me and hurt me. In the same conversation, he defended his son in law, cricketer KL Rahul, for appearing at Coffee with Karan. A few years ago, KL Rahul and Hardik got into trouble for their controversial statement in Coffee with Karan and were banned for a couple of weeks. Sunil Shetty defended Rahul and said, when that interview of him came, Hardik probably got carried away. But when you have an anchor shoving it down your throat, what do you do? So it's a format of the show. You get kids excited and they say stuff, and then Bollywood is being banned. On the work front, Sunil will soon be seen with Akshay and Paresh Rawal in the much awaited Hera Fairy 3. Let me just take a few more comments. Zoya, that's a new trend. So let's see what Zoya is speaking about. Unbeliever that after seeing a big flop, Kisi Ka Bhai, Salman announced the coming of part two. In fact, everybody has, is speaking about empty theaters. There's nobody watching the movie, and everybody is saying it's bakwas. Now, what more does this Bhaijan have to say? First of all, he's got so old that he even, he's so scared to come into public because of all those death threats. Why is he always crying like a sissy over some revolution trying to clean the Bollywood filth? It's made only 60 lakhs in Nepal. I read online. There was another Nepali movie which made double of Dadu's movie. Zoya, he's shouting loudly, Bel Mujhe Maar. Last pillar of Bollywood is about to fall. Tuhina. Mahesh Bhatt's daughter, one is depressed, one alcoholic, and one is dumb. Well said. Such a shameless person, Rohan. Rohan Rai had two paths after Disha's murder. Path of dharma was much harder. Was it fraught with risk to his life? He allegedly took the path of money or silence. Says Sonar. Well said. Give third degree to these criminals. Siddharth Pitani not only got married to Hina, he now has a child. Rabia ji versus Disha's mom. Yes, absolutely. Mahesh Bhatt said to Jia's mom during her funeral that she was facing depression. Not only Ekta, Karan Chachi, the Chopras, the Barjatias, no one pays well. The only answer to the actors are, we are making you, so don't talk about money with us. Superstar Shah Rukh Khan is a great cook, according to Bollywood. PR. After treating his Pathan team to delicious handmade pizzas during the film shoot, uh, Shah Rukh Khan hosted model Navpreet Kaur at his home Mannat recently and unleashed the cooking streak in him for her. On Sunday, Navpreet took to Instagram and recalled her meeting with the actor and his family. In a lengthy post, she revisited all that happened inside his home during her meeting and how he left her in awe by baking a pizza himself. I promised myself I'll never post it, but this memory is too precious to keep it to myself. Cheers to this oh so blessed day of my life at Mannat. The king, I am SRK himself, baked a pizza, and that too veg because kuch Punjabi veg bhi hote hain. All the while I was at his house, I thought I was dreaming and someone was soon going to wake me up. I kept my calm and composure because I didn't want to freak out in front of him, she wrote. She added, when the excitement of sitting at the dining table with him, his family, and Pooja was bubbling up, I excused myself and asked for a way to the washroom. He got up from his chair and, like an unbelievable host, escorted me to the washroom door. At this point, my heart wanted to scream out of excitement. So I looked at the mirror in the room and I found myself silently screaming out loud over this unbelievable incident. The dinner was saved and I was full with one slice. My stomach was busy digesting the excitement. Navpreet also heaped praise on Gauri, Aryan, Suhana, Abraham, and SRK's manager Pooja. Sorry. Gauri is a darling. Abraham is my new best friend, though he might not remember me in a couple of days. Aryan is such a warm sweetheart against his angry young man looks. Suhana was busy slaying. Pooja is her iconic self, and I'm still refusing to believe that it wasn't a dream. After we said goodbye, His Highness escorted me all the way down where my cab was waiting, and my cab driver didn't waste the opportunity of taking a selfie. Now, I really don't know why he would want to entertain this young lady, Navpreet Kaur, who's a model, unless he's got some interest in sort of, taking her for the next movie. So the way, you also know that you also realize when you hear her becoming so effusive, is that this is how he treats every woman because he thinks that every woman likes it, and he doesn't realize that many women don't like this sort of thing. We are not Bollywood fans, you know. Even if you take us to the door or to the open my door, I'm not going to think that you are a great hero. We all know the kind of stuff you're made of. But people like this model, absolutely. I mean, there's I think nothing in the upper chamber. So let me just take a few comments. Badan says, in our end, there are only two shows until Wednesday. And yes, friends, in case I would make the same request that I made last time for SRK's Pathan. Please send me visuals of empty theaters for Salman Khan's movies. We need to reveal the truth. Did you hear about Baksha making his new song, which uses curse words and bad language in making a song for Mahakal? I think he ended up saying sorry. Why in the first place? No, no, they just want to make fun of Hind, our Sanatana Dharma, nothing more than that, Zoya. So they do it and then they say sorry so that you feel the hurt. I thought I thought it looked like biryani all squashed up. These celebrities post their pictures every day to get attention. And Sunil says they get trolled. If they want to remain private, then he and his daughter should stop posting. Yes, and giving interviews. In fact, her mouth is so huge. I think she gives competition to Shilpa Shetty also. This Navpreet sounds very starstruck, yes, like a small teenager. To make her reveal very bare minimum clothes in his, yeah, wear minimum clothes in his next movie. Spot on, yeah. Ranjita says, why is he always crying like a sissy baby? You're talking about Salman. Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the next piece of news. Erica Fernandez is a massive name in the television industry. Over the years, she's done some fantastic shows and enjoys an enormous fan following on social media. With shows like Kasauti Zindagi Ka and Kuch Rang Pyar Ke Aise Bhi, she became a household name in the country, and people admire her chic fashion sense. In a recent interview, she revealed some explosive details about the Bollywood industry, and it's worth reading for. Erica said she was promoting her short film, The Haunting, and leaving no stone unturned with the same. She opened up on Bollywood in an interview with Pinky Ween and gave some response on the same. She said to get into Bollywood, you have to be a part of some group or have contacts. The truth being said, they always look down upon TV artists, and discrimination happens between Bollywood actors and TV actors. It's a very clear case of hierarchy, is all I can say. Because, see, they look down upon TV stars, and what gives them the status of being superior, God alone knows. They don't even have movies. Shows SRK and his family are all good actors, pretending to be someone they are not. They're trying hard not to build an image of a normal family. Did I hear it correctly that she called him His Highness? I mean, what is wrong with these people? Why names like King given to him in the first place? I think she's just a dimwit. That's all. I can't say much more than that. Shetty, yes, we've already taken that. Rohan Rai holds all secrets of June 8th in his heart. It's only about retrieving them one by one. All he needs is third degree, and then everything will come out like, uh, as though his tongue is greasy. Chitra. These celebrities post their pictures every day to get attention. And Sunil says they get trolled. If they want to remain private, he and his daughter should stop posting and giving interviews. Yes. Thank you, Martin. So, friends, it's been very sad coming back to the Jia Khan case as the court decides soon to issue a verdict. If you look at Suraj Pancholi's character, we all know that Suraj Pancholi was seen very much all around when Sushant Singh died. Now, what was his connection with Sushant Singh? We do not know. We all know that he had a fight with him at Salman Khan party, and Salman Khan had warned Sushant. So a lot of the enmity started after that. Now, we also heard that Suraj Pancholi's servant, Ria, took that servant and put him in SSR's house. So you see, the planning had started. So to say that Suraj is an innocent young boy is something totally wrong. And another thing that I saw was uh, an interview by Rajeshri Productions of Zarina Wahab. Now Zarina Wahab is another one who knows how to hide stuff. Okay, she talks about all the good things and how she became a heroine and all that. What about the other things? What about her son's love for Jia Khan? How he used her? He didn't have any money. According to Rabia Khan, Suraj was penniless. He was getting a very small amount from, like, what you call pocket money from his parents. And his source of money was Jia Khan. He used to constantly borrow from her. And he was also very, very abusive in the relationship. He physically hurt her many times. He also made her pregnant and he made her abort the fetus. What sort of partner would do that? If you're pregnant, would any loving partner do that? Are none of these things taken into context? And then, after all this, Rabia Khan has very clearly said that she was hung in a room that she never used. So it's terrible thinking of what all has happened. And if you look at some of the CCTV footage, you'll find some shocking scenes there as well. If the judge is not taking all this into context, that means we live, in a country where crime rules. This is all I can say, and it is with a heavy heart that I just pray that the judges have good sense and give Rabia some relief. My friend who is not an Indian knows a lady in the mall here who talks about how she knows big people in Bollywood. And she showed me her pics with Zarina, Suraj, Aditya. I felt like telling her, here also let me tell you, these people were allegedly selling some tonic to Bollywood actors, saying that they can become young. So, was this tonic something to do with adrenochrome? Which makes people look young? Because we know how Hollywood and Hollywood, you know, become young. Meena ma'am, shoppings and expensive restaurant bills were all footed, yes, by Jia Khan. They're hand in glove. Everyone knows what's happening to SSR. Who did it? Unfortunately, money and power is all you need to keep the case under the carpet. Now there are shots of Sodam Kapoor with Cook. She knows big killers, not big people in Hollywood. Yes. So, on this note, I'll end this session. I'll see you tomorrow, friends, with more news. Let me just take one more from Bardhan. Vidya, Balan Sonam, Ritesh Jinelia, Shilpa had no work, so they're all making shots. SSR Jia, both planted in different rooms. Yes, exactly, which was not their bedroom. We can all pray for Rabia Khan and Jia's sisters, and let us hope, some miracle happens. Thank you. Good night, and Jai Hind.